Hey, it is Jen Edin, and welcome to another edition of, I'll call it Fresh Perspectives with me. A lot of women come really confused about their lives and food and exercise and why their bodies won't change and why their cravings have gotten out of control. And so a big one I want to talk about today has to do with, look, I go out to eat, I do well all week, and then I get overwhelmed and concerned that I'm going to ruin, all the good work I've done because I know going out to eat is hurting me. So I want to talk about how to dial back the overwhelm on that and just enjoy your life. And I always say, before I do that, if you have not subscribed to my channel, but you find my work super helpful, please do that so we can stay in touch. And all right, so let's get there. So going out to eat doesn't need to be overwhelming. It doesn't feel like, oh gosh, I'm going to put on 5 pounds, or I worked out and now I'm going to undo all this good stuff I've done. Okay, I hear that a lot. Look, here's the thing about going out to eat. If we don't do it every day, I always tell my clients, please go enjoy yourself. One day will never destroy you being consistent with eating clean and taking care of yourself and exercising. One day will never do it. Now, if going out and drinking sends you into a tailspin, a downward spiral, where then you can't stop eating bread. Now you want more wine, yes? And you're finding you want dessert every night, then we really need to take a look at what you're doing when you're going out to eat that is setting you off. But if you don't go out that often, I really just want to relax you and remind you today that one day of indulging and having fun will never, ever trump being consistent. I do that when I go out. I really enjoy myself. I do. And it's because I'm so consistent that at almost 50, my body stays the way it does, okay? So keep that in mind. Now, if going out sends you into this downward spiral, I do want to just offer you a couple of tips. So number one, if going out to drink with your friends, once you start, you can't stop. I always just say, if you're okay with it, maybe you don't drink alcohol. Maybe you just match the glass that they're using and enjoy something else. So I happen to love sparkling water. I just happen to love it. And if my friend's having a glass of wine, I'll get sparkling water in a wine glass with my favorite lemon or lime, or I'll ask them to throw some OJ or just an orange squeeze in there, and I can have fun with that. So I just want you to consider that. And number two, look, I'm Italian. I love bread. But I know bread, seriously, the flour, the gluten, messes with me the next day. It just hurts my hands. I don't go to the bathroom very well. It just stops me up. So I literally just ask for it to be removed. I just ask, because if I don't see it, I am not going to want it. And my friends know, and they don't care. So sometimes out of sight, out of mind is amazing. You can just share, look, I'm allergic to that. Do you mind getting it off the table? And going back to the drinking thing, because that's the other thing that makes women a little nervous. I just match the glass. If a friend is having something in a fancy glass, I'll just ask for something non-alcoholic in the same glass. Because sometimes we just want a gorgeous white wine glass and we don't really want to be drinking water out of it. So I hope those tips are more than helpful. I need you to go enjoy your blessed life. And just know, like I said, one day of indulging will never undo. The stress we have about it and putting ourselves down for having a good time is far worse than what the heck we would ever eat in one day. So keep that in mind. I hope that was beyond helpful. And if you haven't subscribed, let's go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And for sure, I'll be back in touch soon.